Thank you guys so much for showing up to the Instagram workshop. My name is Justin Brown, as some of you may already know, and I absolutely love using social media to build my audience, to build my influence, and to get my message out. Using social media is the key way that I have passive income, and it's one of the best tools that I can possibly recommend for people who are looking for more exposure, or people who are looking to build a personal brand, or people who want to make money online. Social media is the way to go. And today's Instagram workshop is going to be jam-packed full of things that some of you may have never even thought twice about when it comes to social media. And some of you may be wondering why other people who may be similar to you are posting certain things and they get 1 million likes, but when you post something, you hardly get any. Well, we're going to talk about some of that and more as we go through today's workshop. The first thing that I want to talk about as we dive right into the material is that when it comes to being on Instagram, you have to understand that you need to post with a certain type of demographic or a certain type of person in mind. And that's what most of you are not doing. Most of you are posting on Instagram, and when you post, the things that you're thinking about are simply the things that are on your mind at that time. You're not thinking about the types of people who are going to interact or the types of people who are going to engage with you. So let me share a quick story with you. If you go over to my fitness account, actually let's do that now. Let me go over to my fitness Instagram. You'll notice that a majority of the women who, Justin Brown fit, okay. You'll notice that a majority of the people who interact with me, who follow me, and who engage with my posts over on my fitness account are usually black women. If you go and look at any of my posts, if you go and just scroll through and see who's liking what, who's saying what, you'll see that it's usually black women. And the reason, look at all these posts here, the reason that it's usually black women is because of the way that I relay my stories, and it's the way, or it's the type of mindset that I have when I'm posting these things. So when I first got started on social media, the person that I was thinking about the most was my mom. My mom went through a dramatic weight loss journey of her own, and as she went through hers, here she is right here. But my mom went through a dramatic weight loss journey of her own. And as she was going through that journey, I was very empowered and I was very inspired. So I would start posting things that I thought she might relate to. I would post things about food. I would post things about sleep and weight loss and muscle building and all these other things. Well, I looked around one day and started realizing that all of the people who were interacting with me looked similar to my mom. They were around her age, they all had a similar type of income, and they all were talking about the same things that I was posting in a similar way. So the fact that I was thinking about my mom every time I was posting means that I was starting to attract more people like my mom as I was posting. When I started realizing that that's what was happening and that that's what the power was about, I started shifting my mind to thinking about different types of people who were in different types of demographics that I might be interested in. So now I have demographics for people who may be high-end CEOs of businesses. And I also have demographics for people who may be on welfare who may not be able to afford a $3,000 program. So when I'm posting, I think about that specific type of person or that avatar, and that helps me to create posts that those people are going to interact with and that those people are going to engage with. So the very first thing I want you all to do today is to think about the type of person that you really want to work with, or the type of person that's going to benefit from whatever it is that you're trying to sell them, or whatever it is that you're trying to give to them, or whatever it is that your message is. So if my goal were weight loss, as it is here on my fitness account, I have to think about the things that the people who want to lose weight might want to know. Or I have to think about the things that may affect them so that I can start talking about those things, and then I can start attracting those people to me. So what are some things or some pain points that your demographic may have? Who is it that you want to hit? Maybe you are a chef and you want to start hitting people who like a certain type of food. Well, then you need to figure out what that type of food does for those people and why it attracts those people there, and then start offering information about that type of food. Maybe you are a lawyer and you want to get more people to start interacting with you and engaging more with your posts. If you're a criminal defense lawyer, maybe you should start putting things out there that the general public might not know about your profession. Because the more that you're able to show people that you care, the more people are going to run to you, and the more people are going to be engaged, and the more people are going to be impressed by you. And of course, that's what this whole entire workshop is about. It's about getting people to interact with you. So one of the first questions that I want you to write down is, who is my Instagram for? Your Instagram is not for you. You need to hear me when I tell you that. Your Instagram is not for you. Your Instagram is for other people to get to know you. And it starts with your profile. So here we are right here looking at the bio. Most of you don't have your bios filled out. And if you do have a bio filled out, it's probably not something of high quality. When it comes to your bio, it needs to be a clear depiction of what people can expect from your profile. Why should I click the follow button on Justin Brown Fit? Well, I tell you in the very first little bit there, I tell you that I'm going to teach you, or I'm going to help you learn how to feel good naked. So if you're someone who wants to learn how to feel good naked, you're probably going to like the type of content that I provide. And then I go on to brag about my business and to show some social proof. And I say I helped 13 clients lost 100 pounds each last year. And then I invite them to ask me how. People are constantly in my DMs asking me, how did such and such lose 100 pounds? How did this happen? And then that opens the door for me to be able to say, well, here's a blueprint, here's a plan, take action. Now, I also encourage people to read a caption, like a picture, and drop a comment. And then you'll see this little hand down here that says join a class. That's because I have classes every Sunday. And when people come to my profile and they browse around and they start getting an idea for who I am, I always want to have a resource and a tool that enables them to learn more about me, for one, but secondly, adds value to their life. You need to have something on your profile that adds value to people's lives. So your entire bio right here should really be focused on figuring out, is this bio going to be enough to attract the people that I'm trying to attract? If you're a caterer, your bio needs to be something about how high quality your food is, how upscale it is, or whatever your unique selling point is that differentiates you from all the other caterers. No matter what you do, you have to remember that your Instagram is not about you. Take a second here to look over your own Instagram and see if there are any cleanups that you might need to make. And I'm going to go on and tell you a few more things about your bio. You see how my bio is nice and laid out, and I have emojis right down the center? The way that I do that is by using my desktop computer, like you see me using now, and going over to Instagram.com and then my username, and you have to log into Instagram from your desktop, and then you'll be able to edit your nice, clear bio, because your bio is one of the first things that people are going to see on Instagram. If your bio does not catch their attention, you're probably not going to get a follower. But you also have to remember that that bio is not about you particularly. It's really about what people can expect from you. So going back to my bio, people can expect to learn how to feel good naked. People can expect me to teach them how my 13 clients lost over 100 pounds. So that means that I'm going to be teaching weight loss. I also encourage people to read captions, because sometimes people scroll through pictures and they just like a few pictures. But here, I've got a call to action for you. Please read a caption, because if you read a caption, you're going to understand more about who I am, and you're probably going to get led somewhere else so that I can make a sale down the line. Then, of course, you always want people to like a picture and drop a comment. I encourage people to interact with me, to talk with me, and it always works. So here's your bio, and these are the things that you need to be looking for. I want you to add emojis to your bio, because emojis attract people. And it makes people stop and wonder, well, why does that emoji go there? Well, let me keep reading. Add emojis, and add hashtags, but do not go overboard with hashtags. If you have a niche specific hashtag, or not a niche specific hashtag, excuse me. If you have a brand specific hashtag, use it. Feel Good Naked is a brand specific hashtag. Usually me and my community are typically the only ones who use that Feel Good Naked hashtag. It does not mean that other people can't use it. It just means that when you search for Feel Good Naked on Instagram, my posts are going to come up as well as my bio. But your bio should not contain tons of hashtags, and it should not be big hashtags that are not really relevant to your overall page. So although I'm a fitness page, I would never use hashtag fitness in my bio, and I'll show you why when we start talking about hashtags. So again, I want to see something that has emojis. I need to see something that has a brand specific hashtag, and there needs to be an intent or at least a mindset that this is for someone else to be attracted to you. It's not a chance for you to brag on yourself. People don't care that you have 1 million degrees. People don't care about all your certifications. They care about what they're going to get from you. All right? Now, let's move on to the second thing I want to talk to you about, and that is your Instagram settings. If you have a private profile on Instagram, I want to ask you, who are you hiding from? I'll tell you who you're hiding from. You're hiding from business opportunities, you're hiding from people booking you, and you're hiding from potential clients. You're hiding from sponsors. That's who you're hiding from. A lot of people will put their profile on private because they think that their pictures or their captions are just so good that everybody on the internet is going to want to steal them. Well, that's not the case, and things online get stolen all the time anyway. So what I recommend you do is to take that setting, or go into your Instagram settings, take yourself off of private, and then turn your business, or turn your Instagram into a business Instagram. You need to turn yourself into a business Instagram. If you turn yourself into a business Instagram, you're going to open insights that allow you to start seeing the types of people who are interacting with your posts. It shows you the best time of day to post. It shows you when to post. It shows you the best days to post. It'll even show you some of your highest content that has been doing well and that's been circulating well. So turn your Instagram into a business profile. It's free. You'll need to link it to a Facebook business page, but the two coincide and they run together very well when you start running ads, because you can run ads on Facebook and have them run on Instagram simultaneously. They'll run on your Facebook stories and your Instagram stories simultaneously. So that's like killing 3 or 4 birds with one stone. Make sure that you do that. Moving right along. Consistency. Consistency with your posts. I'm going to go over to someone who does a great job of consistency with her posts. And this is my friend Cece, or the Six Figure Chick, as some of you may know. Cece might post 4 to 5 times a day. But that's because her audience expects that from her, and that's just what she does over time. Now, Cece also uses automation tools to help her stay consistent. Write this down. Hootsuite, Hootsuite. For those of you who get this replay, you will have this sent to you, so you won't have to take these notes. But you might want to use Hootsuite. You may also want to consider using Buffer, Buffer.com. There's also an app called Better, Bettr. There's also Planoly, Planoly, Planoly.com will also help you schedule posts. And of course, there's Preview. There's an app called Preview. It's on both Android and iOS, and it will help you schedule posts as well. The importance of scheduling posts on Instagram is because it helps you appear omnipresent. And that means that it helps you appear in more places than one. I'm going to talk more about that in a moment. But right now, what I want to focus on is the fact that your automation, or not your automation, consistency is the biggest thing that turns people off of your Instagram. If you start posting, you need to continue posting. Consider this. People are constantly on Instagram. They're just swiping through Instagram for whatever the reason be. They're bored. They're about to go to sleep. They're about to do whatever, but they're just focused on Instagram. The more that they see you, the more you're ingrained in their brain. And that ingrainment leads to leadership and it leads to authority. If I get on Instagram, and every single time I get on Instagram, I see a wonderful creation, I see a wonderful pie. Every single time I get on there, I see this pie from someone, whatever, peach cobbler pie, peach whatever, blueberry whatever. The more that I start seeing posts from this person, I'm going to eventually think that they're a pie expert. When people get on Instagram and they see all of these weight loss things flooding them, and they see all these weight loss posts and these captions and things like that, and they're coming from me, it reinforces in their mind that I am the expert. It reinforces in their mind, wow, Justin must really know what he's doing. He's got all this time to post. It's not always the case. I'm often using automated systems like I've just given you, the same ones that Cece uses. Cece is not sitting on her phone or sitting at her computer cranking these things out every 4 hours. What Cece does is she'll set aside one day, let's just say she sits aside a Sunday, and she'll sit there for 6 hours and outline her entire week on Instagram. Every single one of her posts will go out and she doesn't have to think about it. Now that takes the worry and the stress out of having to do things in the moment, because remember how we talked earlier in the beginning of class that most people are only posting things when they're in the moment and they don't ever have any type of structure. There's no real organization and there's no real thought process behind it. But what Cece does is sits down and she thinks these things through. She figures out what she wants to say, and she makes sure that it's in a tone that her ideal client is going to understand, and then she schedules these things out to be posted. She's able to post great posts that get engagement, and she makes money from it. Money in her sleep. Money that's passive. She does all the work one day and then reaps the rest of the benefits. You guys get what I'm saying there? Those posts are important to be automated, but it's more important that you're consistent. The types of posts that are going to get the most engagement are the ones that are most consistent. Here's someone who also does a really good job of being consistent, and she does a good job of segueing me into my next point, which is quality. This is Amanda Bucci. Amanda Bucci is a business mentor. She does business coaching, social media strategy, personal mastery. These are all the things that we should expect to see from her profile. Now, the first 9 to 12 posts are what most people are going to see, and it's what people should come to associate you with. So your first 9 to 12 posts are what most people are going to see. I always have some type of a special offer. I always have high quality photos, and I always have good deep captions within those first 9 to 12 photos. Let's use Amanda as an example. So we're talking about consistency now. When we look at consistency, you can look at her profile and you can tell that this is someone who goes the extra mile. Look at all of these lifestyle photos. She goes the extra mile of editing, making sure that her pictures look nice, clean, and crisp, and making sure that she has captions that coincide with those pictures. So let's just click here. Let's go up and read her first caption. How you relate to the problem is the problem. She knows exactly what to say in order to get her audience to respond to her. I like to use questions and call to actions when I'm doing this. But let's go on here. Let's find another one of her posts. She's consistent with the imagery, and she's consistent with the long types of captions you'll see. The content creation conundrum, the consistent question of what the heck do I post today? We all experience on a daily basis. This type of post is going to get crazy engagement because this is something that her audience relates to. What the heck do I post today? How many of you in here during today's workshop have ever had that question? What do I post today? I don't know what to post. I don't know. She's directly talking to her audience about what they're going to post, And she's even got a call to action in here for them. She's consistent in what she does, so she's never, ever, ever got to worry about people coming in and misunderstanding her brand or people not getting what she's dropping because it's clear. It's in every single post. Here's a takeaway for you. Get consistent with those 9 to 12 posts. Every other post can be something humorous, something funny, something fun, something educational, something informative. It can be your opinion about something. But when I go to your profile and I see those 9 to 12, that little 9 by 12 box, they always need to be consistent. Everybody understand what I'm saying here? Let's move on and talk about quality with the little bit of time that we've got left. So quality posts. Oh, I should also tell you, I'm going to be doing some hot seat branding. So I'm going to pick 3 people who are live on today's call, and I'm going to be personally reviewing your Instagram for maybe 5 minutes. It's going to be really quick, but I'm going to be giving you some pointers and helping you out. So if you want that, make sure that you stay on today's call, and I'll get you hooked up with that. Moving on to quality. I want you guys to type into the chat and let me know if you've ever heard of Canva, C-A-N-V-A. How many of you here have ever heard of Canva? Let's see what you guys are telling me. Okay, we got some love Canva. Okay, yes, love Canva. Okay, great. Lots of you are familiar with Canva. I also see that I've got some questions in the messages. I want you to know that I see those questions and I will try my best to answer those when I come to the question and answer portion of today's class. So if I miss any questions, don't worry. You can still type them in and I'll just come back to them when I'm able to. Canva is how I create a lot of my graphics, and it's the way that I recommend everyone build consistency with their brand. There are 2 versions of Canva. There's a free version and there's a paid version. I have been using the free version of Canva ever since the day I started my business. I've never used the paid version. I didn't even know that there was a paid version until like 3 years ago. I get so much value and I get so much work done by using the free version. So here's a free tool for you. Canva allows me to create really high quality and engaging social media posts. Here's a post that I created for my Instagram story. I created this for my Instagram story and it makes me stand out and it makes me look much more professional in comparison to other people who don't do these things. People see that I go the extra mile with my posts and with my stories, and it makes my brand look that much tighter, makes my brand look that much better, and it makes people trust me that much more. Quality content reigns over anything else. You, from this point forward, are not allowed to post grainy photos. You're not allowed to post unappeasing photos because you have a tool that is going to help you not do that. Not only can you get creative and create your own things in Canva, but Canva has free stock photos that you can use. Write this down. Pixabay.com. 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 Pexels.com. Pexels.com. Shutterstock.com. Canva, of course, Canva.com, and freephotos.cc. Freephotos.cc. Those are all places that you can go and you can find super high quality photos that are copy content free or copywritten free, so you don't have to worry about people coming after you, and they're high quality. If you are not able to take professional looking photos, then you need to upload photos that are high quality. Because when people come to your profile, they don't care that you're working with an outdated cell phone. They don't care that you don't understand photography. What they care about is that Instagram is a visual platform. And if you have anything on a visual platform that is not visually appealing, you will not get the follow, you will not get the like, you will not get the client. Everything from this point forward has to be, you have to step forward with the quality mindset. Using photos that are not yours is okay as long as they're not copywritten or they're not copy content. If they are, you have to give you have to give credit to the original poster, or you have to say, you know, photo credit Vibe magazine or photo credit, and then try to tag wherever you got the photo from. Sometimes you're not always able to find the source, and that's why I often say photo credit unknown or all due respect to photo owner, something like that. And I do the same with videos. But you must, from this point forward, think about the fact that Instagram is a visual platform, and if you're posting anything that is not visually high quality or visually engaging and appealing, people are absolutely not going to interact with you. There are no ifs, ands, or buts about it. They're just not going to want to deal with you because they feel like, if you're just kind of throwing things up at random, you're probably not that serious about your brand, and they don't want to be that serious with you. Canva will also help you create consistency with your posts. If you look here, I use a frame outline. Well, I'm just now starting to use a frame type of outline on my Biz account. So all of my photos are going to have these thin little frames around them. All I'm doing is using Canva, and I'm just going in and swapping out pictures. This is a template. So I'm just going out, swapping out pictures, change the caption, download the photo, upload the photo to Instagram, and then voila, here we are. Justin's got a new nice post. It's going to get engagement, and it took me literally 5 minutes to make this post. Not even 5 minutes sometimes. Canva is the way to go. Now, I went ahead and sped along a majority of the things that we wanted to talk about so that I could spend some additional time talking to you all about hashtags. Who in here, please type in the chat, who in here struggles with hashtags? If you are someone who struggles with hashtags, please type me or type yes on the screen. If I don't get enough me's or enough yeses, we'll breeze through this too. But this was one of the things that a lot of people kept asking for, which leads me to believe a lot of you need it because people just don't quite get it. Okay, we got some me's, okay. Hashtags. Hashtags are the way that people find you. Hashtags are like rocket fuel for your Instagram posts. If you use big hashtags, like let's just use fitness as an example. Fitness has 335 million posts. Goodness, 335 million posts. That's insane. Now, most of the people who are watching this workshop are not going to be able to compete with 335 million posts. What you want to do is use something that is a little less niche or that is a little less broad than fitness. So look at this. When I type in fitness on my computer, it brings up a bunch of other fitness hashtags. Now, I don't want to use hashtags that have things in the millions. I'm not looking for that. I want something that's a little lower on the radar. So on my fitness account, I've got almost 30,000 followers. So I try to search for hashtags that are around 100,000 followers, maybe a little bit more just depending on what I'm doing. The reason being is because you can actually get boosted higher with hashtags the more engagement that you get. Let me break this down for you and give you some better examples. Fitness is huge right now, so let me use, somebody type in your profession for me. Or type in what industry you're in, please. Okay, interior decor. Here we go. So if I were looking for interior design or interior decor, so hashtag interior decor, okay, here we go. Just that hashtag alone has 6 million posts. We don't want to use that. That's way too big. Let's scroll on down. Interior decorators has 48,000. That's much better. Interior decorations has 44,000 posts, much better. Great. Those are two that I might consider using. Interior decorating, oh, it's probably ideas, okay? Interior decorating ideas has 52,000. I'll probably use that. Interior decor. So I would use all of these hashtags down here. Look at these. These are great. Interior decorate, good. I would use all of these hashtags if I were an interior decorator. Here's why. If I were to just use, let me go over and show you that the interior decor, that has 6 million posts on it, right? So if you were to post right now to interior decor, your post now gets lost among the other 6 million people who are posting about interior decor. You don't stand a chance. You don't stand a snowball's chance in hell of having any of your Instagram posts seen if the hashtag is this big, because the algorithm is moving like this. It's moving quick, quick, quick. Watch what happens when I refresh the page. I want you to pay attention to some of these posts. These top 9 posts are probably not going to change. Remember how we talked about the top 9 posts of your Instagram? These top 9 posts of this hashtag are what Instagram wants you to see. They want you to see that this is what's going on with interior decor. Why do I say that? Because these are the posts that are getting the most engagement, the most comments, and the most interaction right now. Now, pay attention to this and watch me refresh the page, and you might see that some of these posts are going to shift around, rearrange, or some of them might not even be here at all. Look at that. Some of them rearranged a little bit. Let's move on down here. Now these right here, these most recent, these are all brand new. Brand new. Just got posted. Brand new. You don't stand a chance when the post is moving that fast. That's why you would want to stick with a much smaller hashtag. So interior decor. So now if I go down to one of these other hashtags, let's go to interior decor inspo. So if I go here in interior decor inspo, I see that I've got some beautiful posts here. That's wonderful. But these posts are going to be moving much slower. Here's another way that I can tell. Let's scroll down the page a little bit more. Let's see when this post was posted. This was posted 3 days ago. Wow. This was posted 3 days ago, and it's still kind of up high considering where I am in this post. So if you were an interior designer or if you were into that field, this would probably be a really good post for you to start using. Another post might be interior designer or some other industries that complement yours. When you're searching for hashtags, think about this. If you were a photographer and you type in hashtag photography, that's going to pull up 407 million posts. That's way too much. I would suggest getting more niche and specific with your type of photographer. Maybe you're a wedding photographer, dog photographer, child photographer. Get more niche with that, and then think about some complementing industries. What are some other industries that might need some photography? Well, personal branding is one. Weddings is one. You could look up certain events that are going to need photography. So look for other niches and other industries that are going to complement what you're doing. If you're doing interior design, you can also look up hashtags for architect, look up hashtags for new homes or travel, because if people are into interior design, they're probably into travel because you go other places and collect artifacts and collect things to bring back to your interior decor. So look at other industries that might complement what you're already doing. To break hashtags down, and hopefully you all understand this, hashtags are like rocket fuel for your posts. So if someone is searching for hashtag interior decor inspo, these are all the posts that they're going to see. If I were an interior designer, I would use this post because I have a much higher likelihood of having my work seen instead of trying to compete with the big hashtag interior decor that had, what, 6 million or something like that. So even with me with fitness, I would never use the hashtag fitness. I would use hashtag I'm in weight loss. So I might use hashtag weight loss. Nope, way too big. What else do we have here? Ooh, weight loss recipes. That's much smaller. That might be good.
Can you plug this in somewhere?
Weight loss 3 weeks. If you are not on mute, please put yourself on mute. I might use weight loss 3 weeks, It's only got 38,000 posts. As long as the posts are relevant to what I'm doing, I might even use hashtag weight loss ideas since it has 17,000 posts, and I'm likely to be seen in that. Now, when it comes to your hashtags, you heard me say earlier that I had 30,000 or almost 30,000 followers on my Fit account, and that might be one of the reasons why I would use larger hashtags. While that is true, another reason that I might be more specific about the hashtags that I'm using is because engagement matters. The faster that you can get people to like, interact, and engage with your posts, the higher up Instagram believes your post to be valued, and Instagram starts to show your post to more people. Do you understand what I'm saying? So if I post something, like let's look at my last post on my Biz account. So the last post on my Biz account got me 402 likes and only 17 people commented. But I tried my best to be strategic with my hashtags, if I can find them. So anyhow, I don't know why my hashtags won't pull up, but I tried to be strategic with my hashtags and set them up in a way that I'm only targeting the types of hashtags that are small enough for me to be seen on a regular basis. Even though I am an entrepreneur, it's not going to do me any good to use that hashtag entrepreneur. Millions of people are using that hashtag. So I get a little bit more specific. I might do hashtag personal branding. Hashtag personal branding has 684,000 posts. I might not use that. But I would use hashtag personal branding coach or hashtag personal branding expert or hashtag personal branding tips. Now remember how I told you to use or to think about industries that coincide with yours or that may run parallel? I might also look at leadership coaching. Because if you're looking for a personal brand, you're probably a leader of some type. So let's see what hashtag leadership brings up. Okay, leadership has 8 million posts, so I wouldn't use that. But I might use hashtag leadership coaching or hashtag leaderships or hashtag leadership training. I might use some of those smaller posts so that, again, I can try my best to stay as high up in the algorithm as I can and consistently get engagement. Because the more engagement, the more Instagram is going to show my post. If I were to use hashtag leadership, my post would get seen for a split second because as soon as you refresh that page, my post goes away. But I'm looking for longevity. Have I done a decent job of explaining hashtags to you? Do you all understand them a little bit more now? If you do not, type no and ask a question. I want to make sure that we clear this up while we're here before we move on with hashtags, because that is one of the main things that people get confused about. It's one of the main things that people don't understand, and it's one of the ways that you're able to start immediately getting new followers, new likes, and new exposure. Immediately. You can do that immediately through using hashtags. Okay? We got some people saying yes, they're clear. Okay. Okay. So someone said, Romola asks, why do people make up random hashtags? People make up random hashtags for, some people misspell things. Here's an example. If you type in hashtag Instagram, look at this. 3 million people have misspelled Instagram. That's a made-up hashtag. What is an Instagram? Do y'all know? Because I don't. Don't worry, I'll wait. That's a misspelling. Another reason that people might make up hashtags is for brand awareness. So I use hashtag feelgoodnaked. That's my brand because I wanted my community to have a place where they could go and they could find similar people who are doing similar things. So the types of people who generally use that Feel Good Naked hashtag are probably from my community, and they're probably all on the same page of trying to lose fat. They have the same type of mindset. They're showing their meal plans. They're showing their exercises. They're motivating and encouraging one another. So that might be another reason people might make up a hashtag. Rachel said, should the hashtag go in the first comment or under the caption? Either or. Either or. Either in the first comment or under the caption. Here's what you need to know, and here's a major secret. Here is a major secret that might confuse some of you, but I need y'all to follow along. When it comes to putting your captions or your hashtags in the captions or the comment, I put, oh goodness, this is about to confuse some of y'all. When you catch it again, you'll get it. I put big hashtags in my caption. For instance, if I were going to use hashtag leadership, I would put it in with the caption. Why? Because when you get those big hashtags like fitness and leadership and hashtag interior decor, people usually have bots that run to those big hashtags. And when you can utilize bots, you're getting more likes. So I would put those big hashtags, just a few of them, in with the caption. And then I would put more niche and more industry specific and location specific hashtags in with the comments. The reason that you would want to use those big ones with the caption is because the moment that you hit the send button, Instagram takes your post and distributes it. If you have to wait even so much as a second to get those captions into the comments, you're missing on that opportunity to have your post go even wider. Literally, a second makes a difference. I probably just confused someone, but for those of you who get this replay, it'll make sense to you. And for those of you who are in my VIP classes, you probably already understand this. So I may have just given you something that was an aha moment for you if you're looking at if you look at some of what I do. Before we move on with hashtag, there is one last thing I want to tell you all. You need to be using hashtags in your Instagram stories. The reason that you need to be using hashtags in your Instagram stories is because Instagram now has Insta stories that are they now have hashtags that are specific to Instagram stories. When you're using your hashtags in your Instagram stories, I recommend that you use the big hashtags. There's a secret to doing that. My VIP students understand. And for those of you who get the special offer towards the end of this workshop, you'll understand more of what I'm saying. But do use hashtags in your stories. All right, let's move on. And let's talk about engagement. Engagement. I am a fan of engagement. When I say engagement, I'm talking about encouraging people to talk to me, I'm talking about encouraging people to talk to me, giving people call to actions, having people do certain things and take certain actions. So let me see if I can find a good example of, here's a good example. So what did this post do? We got 323 likes on this post, and we got 234 comments. Okay, so how did I get 234 comments here? I want you to look at this. So right here in my bio, in my caption, I give a call to action. This is actually not the best example, but it's going to work for right now. I said, hey y'all, I just wanted to say thank you for following and interacting with me. Please remember that I'm an actual human who's completely capable of responding to you, and I really enjoy reading your comments. Some of you have been following me forever, and you never even said hi or hello. So do it now, so I can thank you for paying attention. Boom. I give them that call to action. Hey, leave a comment below. Talk to me. Let's talk about this. I am notorious for call to actions. Let's see if I can find another one for you. Or stirring engagement, I should say. So here's one on child obesity. I said, I think that morbidly obese children should be removed from the home. Agree or disagree? Share your thoughts. So I'm asking my audience to talk to me. I put this picture of an obese child up here, and then I even gave some copy, some captions to support my thoughts and say that, you know, there are cases where children have been taken from the home, there are cases where children have died, so on and so forth. But look at how my audience responds, because I asked them to. I got 55 comments. Not all of them were pretty. Some people weren't feeling what I was saying, but that's okay. It stirs reaction, it stirs engagement. And the more people engage with you here, the more that you start showing up on their timeline. And that is what you really, really want. You want to be the first thing that people think about. You want to be the first thing on people's minds. Here's another one. So I got almost 2,000 likes here, and we got 169 comments. I don't know what I said. Let's see. I played with people's emotions right here. Anytime you tell somebody on social media not to do something, they do it. So I specifically said, do not continue reading if you're easily offended. Because I knew some people were going to be offended, and I knew that people couldn't, some people just cannot stop from letting you know how they feel. Because they just think it's that important to them. They feel like they have to cuss you out. They got to give you a piece of their mind or what have you. So little tips like this, little strategies like this really get people going. If you were in interior design, or if you were into interior design, you might post something like, how many chairs should be in the living room? Should be in a living room that's 8 by 8 feet, I don't know, whatever. You can think of certain things that your particular audience might be interested in. You could post 2 pictures of a rug and say, do you prefer rug A or rug B, and why? You see what I'm saying there? You can ask questions that get people to interact and get people to engage and get people to actually want to talk to you. If you were in interior design, you might post a picture of a plant and say, how many of you have plants in your office? Question mark. And then you can go on to explain several of the benefits of having plants in your office. They increase calmness. They increase clean air. They encourage oxygen, or they clean your, I think I've already said that. I don't know all the benefits of plants, but you get what I'm saying. Talk to people, ask them a question, and then give them your 2 cents. When you give people your 2 cents, it reaffirms to them that you are indeed the expert, that they are here to listen to you. That is how you stir engagement. With that being said, I am going to take a moment and do some social media audits, but before I do them, they're only going to be about 5 minutes each, and I'm only going to do 2 or 3 because I have a special offer that I want to tell you all about. While I do these social media audits, we'll talk about the offer. So I want you all right now to pick a number between 1 and 100. Pick a number between 1 and 100 and type it in your chat box. And I'm going to select the 3 people who are closest to my number. I'm going to pick the 3 people who are closest to my number. I'm going to give you guys a minute to do that. I'm sure some of you have your hands tied. Some of you are writing. Some of you are taking notes. You're not able to do it right this second. So I'm going to hold off on this. What I do want to offer you all today is an opportunity to get a social media bundle. A social media bundle has all of the tools that you're going to need to succeed long term. With my social media bundle, I offer a social media planner. You have an Instagram checklist. I show you step by step how to take professional looking photos with your cell phone. I show you how to live stream. I teach you more about the Instagram hashtag funnels. I give you my fail-proof system for how to consistently have content. Consistently have content. I'll even tell it to you right now. The way that I always have content for my audience is because I have Google Alerts set up. I have Google Alerts set up for weight loss, Black female fitness, things that are specific to the people whom I serve. That means that every single week, Google sends me a very detailed email with all the things that have occurred that week in weight loss, Black female fitness, diabetes, and a bunch of other things. And I can then go from that email and start creating content on Instagram that I know my audience cares about. Why? Because it came directly from Google. Google is the #1 search engine. So if I'm getting the information directly from the #1 search engine of what people are looking for, it makes me look like the expert, because people think, dang, Justin must just sit around and read articles all day. He must just do nothing but breathe, eat, and sleep weight loss. No, what I do is have Google Alerts set on, and I go through those articles and I figure out the ones that are going to be most beneficial and most interesting to my audience, and then I disperse them the way that I disperse them. But I teach you exactly how to do that with the Social Media Influencer Bundle. I also teach you how to create your specific avatar. Remember at the very beginning of today's class, I told you that you needed to get clear on who it is that you're serving, who it is that you're talking to. Most of you are not clear because you're just posting things at random. But random is going to keep getting you random results. If you want to get consistent money and consistent follows and consistent interaction and consistent growth on Instagram, you have to figure out who you're talking to. I figured out who I was talking to and started posting things that they were interested in and started posting things that they wanted to know about. And as a result, I now know exactly what I need to say in order to put myself in front of those people. I know my audience so well, I know when to run sales, because most of the people in my audience have similar 9-to-5 type jobs. They make the same type of money. They get paid around the same. So I know how to price my products. I know when to put my products on sale, and I know the exact verbiage and the exact words to use to get those clients to buy those products. It's not something that you can do at random. You have to get clear, you have to get strategic, and you have to get specific in who it is you're helping, or else you're never going to help anyone. This one document right here helps you answer all of those questions and more. I also give you a social media tutorial a cell phone tutorial on how to use Canva. Then I show you how to pick the perfect colors for your brand. And then I show you 10 things that are guaranteed to get you noticed on social media, because I'm showing you exactly what to post. Some people don't understand what to post. Some of you have gone through today's entire workshop and not completely understood what to post. I've given you ideas of how to post quality. I've given you ideas of how to use hashtags, but what can you share on social media? This is going to help you. Now, for those of you who are interested in the Social Media Bundle, for those of you who are here live, you can take advantage of the Social Media Bundle, and you're going to get today's replay for $97. The VIP students who buy this outside of the class have to spend $547 for this entire bundle along with the class. The class itself is $347. The materials that I include are an additional $200. So you guys are able to take advantage of getting all of this for $97. Hold on, because it gets better. I'm also going to be offering you SimplyGram. SimplyGram does all of the things that we've been talking about on automation for you. So instead of you going in and consistently finding all of these hashtags, SimplyGram works in the back and it does it for you. It will like posts for you and it will unfollow people for you. One of the main ways that I consistently get followers is, of course, through hashtags, but it's also through SimplyGram, because SimplyGram uses all the hashtags and all the people that I have given it. It mimics them. It goes and follows those people, and then when those people follow me back, or if they don't follow me back, it will unfollow them. The good thing about this is that because I have specific hashtags and specific targets, I'm consistently following and interacting with the people who are going to interact with me back. Those people don't know that it's not me. They don't know that. They just know that someone has come across their profile, and then when they come to my Instagram and they see that I'm posting the types of content they want, I'm posting the type of thing to interact with them, then they feel encouraged to reach out to me, and it always turns into a sale. Another great thing about SimplyGram is that it sends out automatic direct messages to people. So every single time someone follows me, they get a direct message that says, hi, my name is Justin Brown. I help people feel good naked, and I want to know what your biggest struggle is because I want to give you some free content that just might help you. Every single day, I get at least 10 to 15 people who respond to those DMs. When they respond to those DMs, I send them to my courses that are free that end up getting me sales because at the end of those courses, there's usually some type of an upsell for a meal plan, or a one-on-one call with me, or getting a training plan. But just that little system of having SimplyGram go out and find the people for me, and then when SimplyGram brings the people back to me, I go and do the rest of the work, which is still all automated. For those of you who want to take advantage of getting the social media bundle today, of course, you're paying $97 for the bundle, but it gets better because you're going to get 15 days free of SimplyGram. Hold on, y'all, because it keeps on getting better. If you do want to take advantage of SimplyGram, as I recommend you do, I use the business plan. So for those of you who want to take advantage of SimplyGram, not only are you going to get 15 days for free, but you're going to be paying the influencer price for the business bundle. You're saving $150 in case you can't do the math in your head real quick. You're going to be paying the influencer price for the business bundle, and you'll get 15 days for free. Now, let me go in here and see who wants me to run through their Instagram, and you guys are able to ask any questions that you want. Okay, so my number was 52. Let's see who said what. Okay, Cheryl. Hey, Cheryl, what's up, Cheryl? Cheryl, tell me what your Instagram handle is. Let me know what that Instagram handle is. Narlins Ebels. Okay. No. Narlins. There you go. Oh, no hash. I mean, no. Okay. Well, first of all, I'm going to click that follow back. Okay. So, well, first things first. Okay, so traveling personal chef, not bad. You let people know that you travel. Where are you traveling to? Okay, well, we got New Orleans in here. Okay. Traveling personal chef, big, easy experience in the Midwest and worldwide. I don't know what that means. I have no idea what that means, sweetheart. Change that. Debut-raised Midwest living. I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means. Get rid of that. Mother, big, easy as New Orleans. Okay. Mother, is that, is being a mother a part of your brand? Is it a part of Narlins Edibles? It may be. You may have a motherly aspect about your brand. If it's not, get rid of it. U.S. veteran, thank you for your service. I really appreciate it. If being a veteran is not a part of your business, get rid of it. It does not belong on the Instagram profile because remember, this is about what people can get from you. So I would recommend traveling personal chef. That is great. Keep that, but change the emoji. Don't put the emoji here. Put it at the very beginning right here. Next up, what makes you special or what makes your cuisine or your type of, I don't know, chefetry? I don't know, what makes your type of cooking unique and different? You know, maybe you could talk about, you know, an infusion of this and that, or maybe you could give a very short sentence of what inspires you to cook. You know, cooking from the heart, you know, cooking from the heart for mothers who want to succeed. I don't know. I don't know what your whole brand is, but you get where I'm going with that though. Okay, New Orleans Faux. Okay, something must have gotten cut off, but I'm glad to see that you have a link here for people to go and book some tickets. That's good. That's really good. I also like that you're using your highlights, your Instagram highlights. That is excellent. Now let's go down and look at the quality of your posts. Okie doke. Okay, that's funny. This is funny. Louisianans who are forced to travel during crawfish season. Hilarious. Okay, so you didn't use a single hashtag here. When it comes to those hashtags, the hashtag funnel that's inside of the social media influencer bundle, that hashtag funnel is going to help you understand how to find hashtags. So it's going to help you get industry, niche, brand. Let me pull it up. It'll help you get industry, niche, brand, community, and location special event. It helps you figure out those types of hashtags so that you can figure out how to plug them in. And then there are instructions there too that show you what to do with that Instagram hashtag funnel. So if you do get the social media bundle, you won't have to worry about hashtags. Now, quality of posting, not so bad. It seems like you are using, I don't know if you took that or, no, it looks like you may have regrammed it from somewhere else. That's fine. That's a nice quality photo. Okay, you got a video here. Looks like probably a viral video, so that's fine too. Okay, this looks like it may have come from a user. What I mean by that is either it was user generated or you took it. I would suggest that if you took this, I would suggest that you get the bundle and use this. Improve mobile photo skills. The reason that I recommend that you use this this particular PDF or this particular resource is because it's going to show you how to get amazingly high quality pictures from your cell phone. And the higher the quality picture, the better the engagement is going to be. I guarantee you. These types of pictures for you are not bad because you have a personal brand and you obviously want people to know who you are and you want people to see you. You look like you're probably engaging with a client or a customer and you're having a good time. That's not bad, but again, I would look for quality. The better the quality, the more people are going to be wanting to engage with you. Here's a close-up of some meat. That looks like good quality. Okay. Now let me just go down here and see if I can find some random hashtags maybe. Okay. Here we go. So here go some hashtags that you used in the caption. Okay. So I already know that that hashtag king cake is probably going to be huge. Let's see. 190,000. Okay. That's just still kind of big considering it's kind of a local event. It's just in New Orleans, right? I think I'm right about that. Let me know. But let me
No.
No.
No. King cakes are more of a Catholic thing. A lot of Hispanics. So there's different types.
Different types. Okay. Well, you know what? If there are different types, is there a type that's unique or specific to New Orleans? Because that's where you are, correct?
Nope. I'm in the Midwest. I'm in Illinois.
Ah, okay.
I'm from New Orleans, but I'm bringing the Big Easy to the Midwest. So that's what I'm branding, or that's what I look to brand. Bringing the Big Easy, which symbolizes New Orleans, to whomever, but specifically right now to the Midwest.
I totally get it now. Now that makes sense to me. Okay. I would still bringing the Big Easy experience in the Midwest, even as someone who's a traveler, that still didn't readily come off my dome. So, but then again, I might not be your demographic either. I might not be the type of person that you're trying to attract. So you need to get clear on who you're trying to attract, and then that's going to help you determine whether or not those words are actually bringing in the people that you want, because your brand is very clear to you. but you have to make sure that it's clear to the people who are going to be interacting and who are going to be engaging with your posts. So let's see what the hashtag.
Okay.
Let's see what the hashtag personal chef brings up. Okay, that brings up 804,000 posts. Not as much as I was thinking, but that's still too big for you, considering you only have, I don't remember. I think I saw 2,000 followers.
Not quite yet. They had like 1,500, I think.
Something like that. Okay, yeah. So that's going to be a hashtag that's just too big for you. Private chef, probably going to be too big for you too. Yeah, another 860,000. Yeah, that's going to be too big for you. But I've already shown you how to start looking for those hashtags that are similar to personal chef, but that are going to be more niche and that are going to be a little smaller, that are going to get you more attention. Okay?
Thank you.
So we've got, so I've looked at your quality, I've looked at your hashtags. Now let me go back and look at your consistency. Or better yet, you can just tell me, how often are you posting on Instagram?
At least twice a day.
Good. Good. So I can guarantee you that if you start posting with the new mindset that I've just given you, you're going to start seeing an immediate increase in what you're doing, in your posts. You'll see that they're much more effective. And if you use SimplyGram, if you use that 15-day trial, I can guarantee you that you're going to get a couple hundred followers just from your free trial. So if you choose not to use it, at least you're getting the followers that come along with that. And I see that, well, in the beginning, or not in the beginning, but in your more recent posts, I'm seeing that you use the color orange a lot. Is that becoming a part of your brand?
That is part of my brand. My logo has those colors, if you can see my logo.
Okay.
It's more like a reddish orange, but yeah.
Okay. Okay. Got it. So I would say that
that's kind of what they use for food, along with yellows, reds and yellows.
Okay. Got it. What's your primary color?
Like the reddish orange color.
Oh, that is your primary color. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Well, I think you're headed in a right direction if you just clean up some of the things that I've told you. And other than that, you go, girl. Because posting twice a day, that's good consistency. If you'll just take to heart the other things that I've said, I think you'll do really good. Okay?
Sure.
All right. So let's see. So my number was 52. Your number was, what your number was? Let me see.
It was 48.
48? All right. So next up would have been Natasha. Hey, Natasha. Natasha, if you're here, do you mind unmuting yourself and typing in your Instagram handle for me?
Sure. I recently I'm in the process of rebranding myself, so I have nothing on my page.
Okay. That's okay. What's the handle?
I'm working on it.
Oh, you mean you don't, okay. Hardy Life. Okay. Okay, I followed you last night on my other account. So when you said you don't have anything on this page, you meant you don't have anything on this page. That is literally what you meant.
Literally nothing on the page. I just put it together, and I didn't want to do the wrong thing before I got on this, so I decided to wait to see what was going to be said in this class tonight.
Got you. Totally get it. First of all, let me just commend you on this drop-dead, beautiful, and amazing profile photo. That is the type of photo that is going to make people stop and want to know who you are. That's the kind of photo that's going to get attention. So good job there. I mean, that looks amazing. Good job.
Thank you.
I don't really have anything to offer you in terms of critiques or feedback because you don't have anything on here yet. But what I would recommend is that you consider the social media influencer bundle. If you're just starting out, don't start out on the wrong foot. Start out with quality first and start learning the right way to move forward. Don't just post willy-nilly. Don't just post hoping to get a reaction. Post knowing that you're going to get a return, and post with a certain intent in mind. The social media bundle would definitely be beneficial for you. But that's something for you to think about. So since you don't have anything on your Instagram, I'm going to have to move on to the next person. But I do want to thank you for giving me some of your time. And, well, you know what? Hold on. One thing that I would recommend, Hardy Lifestyle Coaching, I recommend you shorten that.
Okay.
Lifestyle Coach, Hardy Lifestyle Coach. I understand Hardy is your last name, so if you want to keep that, that's perfectly fine. Lifestyle Coaching is just too long. It doesn't roll off the tongue, and it doesn't feel natural.
Okay. Do you, just I wanted to ask you this real quick, do you think, because I've been toying with shortening it to Hardy Life or Hardy Life, and life coaching is just so generic, so I don't know what to do within that. So that's where I'm hitting a wall.
I like Hardy Life. I like that, or even Hardy Coaching. So one of those two. Hardy Life, Hardy Coaching. I think Hardy Life.
Yeah.
Because that's just, it enables you to talk about so many things. Do you know who your demographic for this Instagram is going to be?
Yeah, my goal is to reach people who are 40 and over.
Women, men?
I really want to work with men, but I really feel like I'll probably connect more with women.
Okay. So you have the age bracket. Okay, so there are very vital things that you need to step into this knowing. You need to know who you're talking to, and you need to know where they are in their life. The people that you want to talk to, are they married or are they divorced? Because that's going to matter to you being a lifestyle coach, because you need to know how to post so that you can attract these people who are going to spend money with you. You need to know where they are in terms of their mindset to figure out if they're going to I'm sorry, I just completely lost my train of thought.
It's okay.
You need to know where they are financially, business-wise, their marital status, and all of those things, so that when you post, you're actually talking to those people. You can use the avatar sheet or the avatar guide to help you figure that out. Do not post random things hoping to get amazing results, because it just doesn't happen that way.
Thank you.
You're very welcome. You're very welcome. So thank you, and I'm going to move on to the final person whom I'm doing an audit for, and that would be the next in line. Let me go back up and see these numbers. So we had Cheryl at 48, Natasha at 31. Looks like our next highest number is Nathan. Hey, Nathan, are you still here?
Yes, I am.
Hey, Nathan, will you please type in your Instagram handle for me, please? Or just tell me what it is?
It's Smarter Korean Online.
That's right. That's right. Okay, so I've talked to you before, and you are a Korean teacher, and you're very unique because you are black. You're an African American who speaks fluent Korean. If I were you, Nathan, I think that it's great to have a product brand, which is what this is. This is your product brand. This is fine. But you should also have some type of a personal brand, because people are going to be very attracted to a black man who has gone out of his way to learn a foreign tongue and is now teaching that to other people.
Okay.
That is a power. Do you have a personal Instagram?
Yeah, I do. It's Nate Abroad.
Do you use that for, I know it's personal, but you can also, do you ever talk about your Korean studies or your Korean business on that?
No, I don't know.
Okay. So That's just a suggestion, but since we're here on this page, we'll critique this page. Your bio looks really, really good. Considering that this is not a this is not a personal brand, this is more of a product brand. I would move your emoji to the front, to the front over here. Online Korean language classes, that tells me exactly what to expect from your Instagram. Great. Ask any Korean questions, that's fine. One-on-one personalized Korean classes, that's phenomenal. Move your emojis. Learn real Korean. That's really good. I would probably take that learn real Korean and put that at the very top. But you want to let people know that it's easy or it's simple, because people like easy and simple. So you would say learn real Korean easily, or learn real Korean quicker than you've ever imagined, or I make learning Korean easy.
Okay.
Something like that, because that's going to but it's going to spark someone's interest and make them say, wow, you know, I've been really struggling with these languages, and here's Smarter Korean telling me that they have a method that's easier.
Okay, yeah, I have a course that's Learn Korean in 90 days, so maybe I should put that at the top?
You got it. That's exactly what needs to be at the top. Learn Korean in 90 days. Dude, that is so great. Learn Korean in 90 days with our online Korean language classes.
Perfect.
Boom. That's going to make people who are looking for you really open their eyes to you. So you have some videos on here. Okay. Oh, and they're all in Korean. Oh. Daily Korean lesson. How to say where you live. Could be my internet, but I don't think it's playing for me, but that's okay. Anyways, here's what you need to do. With this type of post, man, this is awesome. This is awesome, but instead of a daily Korean lesson, first of all, you need to figure out the type of people who are going to be searching for you. What are they searching for? Are you searching for people who are traveling around the world? Are you looking for people who love to learn languages? Are you trying to attract college students who are learning Korean? First of all, you need to figure out who you're talking to.
Okay.
Then your captions need to be something that is going to draw them in. You know, a nice caption might be, have you ever wondered how easy it is to really learn Korean? ? Then you go on to say, leave a comment below if any of these helped you. And then you put these in the body of your in the body of your caption. Am I making any sense to you?
Yes.
Okay. Just to make sure I'm clear myself, because I'm confusing myself. If I were to redo this post, I would say, have you ever wondered how easy it could be to learn Korean? ? Leave a comment below with which one of these words or whatever was the easiest for you to learn, and then you may say, here's how to say where you live, and then you do the breakdown just the way you have it there. Now what you're doing is you're stirring engagement, you're asking a question, and then you're presenting yourself, or your company rather, because this is a product brand, you're positioning your product brand to be the expert. So they're saying, wow, that was a little easier than I thought. Let me check out this 90-day course that this program has to offer.
Okay.
I think that this is awesome. Okay, you got 64 views over here. Let's see. Audio on. You do a really good job by giving that call to action. Audio on. Let them know, hey, you got to turn your audio on. There's a video. Good. The only thing that I'm recommending for you, just like with the other posts, is to give me a little bit more context around what you're talking about and make that context more engaging. But the only way that you can do that is by getting clear on who you're talking to.
Okay.
Now let's look at some of these hashtags, you guys. Hashtag learn Korean. I have no idea what's going to come up. 71,000 posts. Okay. Not bad, but how many followers did you have?
I only have like 20-something followers.
Whew, okay. So you would need to get a little bit more specific, and I've already shown you how to do that. So you would just go do what I've already been talking to you about, and
Exactly.
and niche down, get down. So with you only having 25 followers, you would probably want to start out with using hashtags that are under 5,000.
Okay.
And 5,000 is really going to be pushing. I mean, kind of, you don't want to go with something that's got like 200 or 300 because that means people aren't really using it enough.
Yeah.
But you don't want to go with something that's got 70,000 because that means too many people are using it, and you don't have enough people following you to interact and engage and comment to help boost you up.
Okay.
Okay? Let's see what else. StudyGram. That's probably going to have a million.
Yeah.
Yep. That just sounds like a good hashtag. So that has 4 million. So I don't even need to tell you that you don't need to use that again. Now, what you do want to do is find hashtags that are parallel to what you're doing. So your company is a language company. You teach people how to find or how to utilize languages, correct? Or how to learn languages.
How to learn Korean, yes.
Okay. Do you know who your competition is?
I know my competition is other language teachers, other language schools.
Yes. You need to use those. Let's use hashtag Rosetta Stone. Hashtag Rosetta Stone has 43,000 posts. Okay. Given where we are, since that's the only one that came up, you can even get more narrow and more niche than that, so I would suggest you do that. But use Rosetta Stone. You could use Duolingo. They're another company. They have 115,000 posts. Let's scroll on down and see what we got. Here's Duolingo app that has 3,185 posts. Here's why it's important for you to show up, even though you're using another company's hashtags. If I go and look for Duolingo, if I'm using Instagram to look for that, and I pull up Duolingo, I'm going to see your post. So now you're competing with your competition.
Okay.
Am I making sense to you?
I was just wondering if that was like a bit counterintuitive, you know, like would I be just giving them free advertisement or?
Absolutely not. It's not free advertisement in the least bit, because when I search for Duolingo, I'm also going to be finding you.
Okay.
So you need to use Duolingo, Rosetta Stone, and do some more research to find out what other companies are doing languages, and then start using their hashtags. So no, it is not counterproductive. It's not counterintuitive. It is absolutely the strategy that you need to be using because it's the one that you have not been using.
Okay.
Something else that you could do, if you do choose to get the social media bundle, you're going to get that 15 days with SimplyGram.
Okay.
What you would do, once you get signed up with SimplyGram, you'll have a private consultation, and you'll be able to give whoever does your consultation all of the hashtags that you're using, all your competitor hashtags, and they run the hashtags for you. So you don't have to do that. They optimize the hashtags. They optimize everything for you. You just have to give them an idea of how to target, really. You'll start seeing an increase in your profile in absolutely no time.
Okay.
So I don't have to talk to you about quality because you get it. All of your posts.
Can I just have one quick question?
Yeah, go ahead.
So basically, one thing that stood out from what you were saying was basically there should be someone behind the brand, and I was wondering for this Facebook page, Instagram that you see for my company, I feel like, you know, you don't see me, and I think is that a problem, like you said?
There are 3 different types of brands. There's a corporate brand, there's a product brand, and then there's a personal brand. I have personal brands on social media. So if you go to Justin Brown Biz and Justin Brown Fit, and those are personal brands because people see me and they trust me, they know me, they like me, they want to buy from me, they want to be like me, they want to talk to me. A product brand would be something like my Fitness Academy Or, for instance, here, it would be yours. This is a product brand because the whole idea behind this Instagram is to promote this particular product. You don't have to have a face behind that. Here's another example. Have you ever heard of Lululemon?
I have not.
Lululemon is a fitness clothing industry, or we could, not clothing industry, a fitness clothing brand. We could even use Nike as an example. Nike has an Instagram. So this would be an example of a corporate brand. They don't have a face. All they do is talk about their products. That's all this Instagram is about. That's it. It's strictly focused on talking about products. Yours is strictly focused on, wait, I'm sorry. Oh, yeah, Smarter Career. Oh, smart. Oh, that's not what I meant to hear. Yours is strictly focused on promoting this product. So you don't have to have a face with this one. But I can guarantee you, man, you're going to make a lot more sales and you're going to do a lot better if you had a personal brand, but it's not going to hurt you to continue moving forward and to continue building this brand. So don't shy away from this product brand. Did I confuse you?
No, this makes sense.
Okay, great. So for you, just keep doing what you're doing in terms of quality because the quality is there. Focus on changing those hashtags. Instagram gives you 30 hashtags. I recommend that you use 30 hashtags, and they all need to be specific and niche.
Okay.
And what else did I recommend for you? I think that was about it because you got it, man. You're doing really good. Keep up the good work. And with that being said, I'm going to take a moment to see if I have any questions. I'm going to let you all know about the special offer one more time. And for those of you who want to take advantage of the offer, you will have an opportunity to. I'm going to send you an email after this class with the information you need and to let you know what needs to happen next. So if I missed any questions, please feel free to ask them now. And I'm going to go back up and scroll real quick. Thank you all for staying here with me. Thank you all so much for being a part of today's class. I really enjoyed teaching, and it makes my heart happy to know that there's so many people who are trying to use Instagram the right way. Y'all are not out here trying to just post willy-nilly, hoping for results. You're out here trying to be deliberate in what you're getting. First comment. Okay, so I don't think I've missed any questions. Okay. Doesn't seem like I have any questions. So before I end today's workshop, I want to remind you that I'm offering you an opportunity to claim the social media bundle for $97. Someone's got a question? Go for it.
Hey, I have a question.
An opportunity to claim the social media bundle for $97. And I'm going to be including a replay of today's workshop along with that bundle. This bundle with the workshop and all of the things that come with it is usually $547. You're able to get it for $97. This is like personal branding on steroids. For those of you who are legitimate and you're serious about moving forward with your Instagram, this is the bundle for you. You have all the tools, all the secrets, all the strategies for success. If you're just starting on Instagram, if you're rebranding, this is the way to go. For those of you who do get the bundle today, you're also going to be getting a free 15-day access to SimplyGram. You probably see up here up top where it says 7-day trial. I have an exclusive strategic partnership with the owner of SimplyGram. I have been using SimplyGram for the last 3 years. They were just voted the #1 Instagram tool of 2019. You all have access to use the exact same tools that I'm using to generate thousands of dollars every single month on autopilot on my Instagram. You get 15 days. You're going to get someone to set this up for you. You're going to get someone to walk you through the hashtags, and you're going to get someone to help you figure out what you're doing wrong so that you can make sure you're doing it right. And the best thing about all of this is that it's automated. After those 15 days, if you choose to continue with SimplyGram, you're going to be paying the influencer price for the business package. That's a massive deal. You're paying the influencer price for the business package. That means that you get to like, unfollow. You get this right here. This is what really boosts your following. the like and the unfollow, the user targeting, the hashtag targeting, artificial intelligence optimization, targeting, your gender, exclusive keywords, premium support, all that good stuff. You're getting that. Someone said they had a question. Let me go back to that question real quick. Natasha said, what is the buy when on the purpose? I'm sorry. What is the buy when on the purchase? Natasha, will you please ask that question again? Natasha said, is there a hands-on or some form of interaction with you that comes with the bundle? I have my private, you can all go to this link right here. You can all go to www.justinbrown.biz/social consult. Yes, there is a deadline on the offer. The deadline on this offer is 24 hours. So I'm going to be sending you an email with all this information, but you do have 24 hours after I end this call to make this decision. I don't recommend that you wait. I recommend that if you're serious about it, you move forward. If there's anything that's stopping you from moving forward, if it's something like you're afraid to succeed, people are going to see that, and they're not going to help you succeed. If you're afraid to spend money in your business, people are going to be afraid to spend money with you. It's as simple as that. Natasha said, how do I purchase? How do I make the purchase? Natasha, wait until class is over, and I'm going to send you a special email that's going to give you an opportunity to purchase. Along in that email, Natasha, you asked me, is there a way to work with me one-on-one? I have discounted one-on-one sessions. My sessions are $350 per hour, but for the next 24 hours after today's class, my one-on-one sessions or my social media consults are going to be $197. The social media consults, there we go. The social media consults are a whole entire hour and a half of you and I sitting down and going through your social media. So your Instagram, your Facebook, whatever social media you're using, and I'm personally helping you optimize your social media. So for those of you who had questions about your bio or certain hashtags or quality in postings or times of posting or what to post, I would be answering those for you specifically, whereas today has been more general because we've had all sorts of people on today's call. We've had teachers, we've had interior designers, we've had chefs, we've had personal trainers, we had lawyers, there was even a pilot on here. So we've had all types of different people, and some of the information that I gave you may not have exactly resonated with you specifically, but that's what the social media audit's for. It's an opportunity for you and I to sit down one-on-one for a whole entire hour and a half and strategically go through your social media so that we can make sure that you get set up for ultimate success. I had to learn the hard way a lot of the things that I'm teaching you all now, and the social media audit and the social media influencer bundle, these are my ways of giving back to you all and saying, hey, there's a better way out here than posting and only getting 2 likes. There's a better way than having to consistently wonder why other people are posting things similar to you and they're getting crazy amounts of engagement and you're getting none. You don't have to keep struggling. You don't have to keep wondering. I have the tools and the resources. You have to be willing to reach out and get those tools and resources. So, with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and end today's workshop, but I really want to thank you all so much. Thank you all so much for allowing me to share my wisdom and my expertise with you all. You all are going to be receiving an email shortly after this call, and it's going to give you directions on how to take advantage of the things that we've talked about. Another thing that I'm going to ask you in that email is that if you learned anything, I'm going to ask you to shoot me a testimonial, and there's going to be some special benefits along with that as well. So before I go, do I have any other questions that I can answer? If I have any other questions, I will answer them before I get out of here. Natasha said, I'm tired of being face down, ass up with social media. Natasha, I'm tired. Oh, that's funny. But Natasha, baby girl, you don't have to be ass up with the face down ass up with the social media business anymore. You don't have to be that way. You can just get this bundle and we can get your whole entire life together. All right, y'all, I'm out of here. Thank you so much. for allowing me to share my wisdom and my expertise with you all. Please make sure that you pay attention to your emails because I will be in your inbox in the next 30 minutes. Bye, everybody.